All right, guys, well, I'm back today with a very quick video discussing a pin and welded upper assembly, what that means, why you would want one, as well as some negatives to owning one. Now, I'm doing this as part of a video series on suppressors, how to get a suppressor, what it looks like in 2025, having a suppressor, and all of the paperwork. And right now, a lot of guys are wanting to suppress their ARs. And one common question I get asked is, what AR should I get to suppress? And part of that process is selecting the barrel length of your upper. Now, a pin and weld upper assembly is going to give you a few advantages and a few disadvantages, but let's start off with what is a pinned and welded barrel. That is going to be a barrel that's shorter than 16 inches on a rifle with a permanently affixed muzzle device via the pin and weld method. They're going to drill a hole in the muzzle device, run a pin into the threads, and then weld that so the muzzle device can't be removed, and the ATF considers that part of the barrel. And right now, unless the Short Act passes the House and the Senate and becomes law, NFA regulates a short-barreled rifle. So if you want a 14.5-inch barrel or a 13.7-inch barrel on your upper assembly and still be considered a rifle, you'll have to pin and weld the muzzle device in place. And those are the two most popular barrel lengths, the 13.7 and 14.5. Let's start off with the 14.5. The 14.5 gives you maximum barrel length and still pin and weld an A2 bird cage or a smaller flash hider or muzzle brake on the end and still get that 16-inch overall, so it can be considered a rifle. Now, a 13.7 is going to be a little bit shorter barrel, but that means you can pin and weld a longer muzzle device like a longer comp for better recoil mitigation or a longer flash hider for better flash suppression, and that allows you to do a lot of cool things, especially with quick attach muzzle devices for suppressors, and that's kind of where this video started. Now, with that being said, if you pin and weld a muzzle device in place, it's going to be really hard to remove the gas block and gas system in, sometimes the barrel nut, because that muzzle device may be wider at some parts than the hole in the gas block or barrel nut, meaning you're going to have to cut that weld, remove that pin, and pull it off if you need to swap out the gas system, the gas block, or the barrel nut. So I would highly recommend you don't get an upper you want to swap any of that up on. You want to get an upper complete, ready to go, and what you like. A lot of companies like Palmetto State Armory are actually partnering in their Saber lineup as well as their other lineup of ARs with Geisley, with their rail systems and gas blocks. And a lot of those gas blocks are permanently, or not permanently, they're pinned in place, meaning you're going to have a lot less chances of ruining them or needing to swap them out. So that makes a good pair. A lot of that info will be on the campsite page. Definitely check that in the description below. Now, with that being said, the suppressor on this guy is actually a dead air, and on this particular 13.7, we've got a longer dead air flash hider on here, pinned and welded into place, making it 16 inches in overall length, allowing me to have a very short, nimble package AR with that muzzle device already on there, and it's going to save me whatever that distance is between 16, 14.5 or 13.7, allowing me to clear steering columns a little bit better in a car, maybe clear corners in a house, or just have a smaller package for a ranch rifle or a range rifle. I absolutely love utilizing the pin and weld series of barrels from a wide variety of companies. Just know what you're getting into. Maintenance can be a little bit more difficult on the gas system if you need to replace it, but it does give you a really nice setup and a rock solid attachment point for suppressors, which is the last thing I want to talk about. If you're running suppressors, you know, baffle strikes can be a real thing that happens, and that's because either the muzzle device comes loose or the suppressor comes loose on the muzzle device, or some crazy other thing happening. But those are the two main things, something comes loose. Now, with a pin and weld, you do not have to worry about the muzzle device coming loose, making it rock solid options for suppressor hosts, and that's why I like it so much. Subscribe to the channel and follow some of those other videos I posted about suppressors, how to get suppressors in 2025, and then some really good options for upper assemblies are over on the campsite page. And I just did a couple of best ARs under 6 videos and best uppers under 350 videos that you may want to check out. Make sure you're sub, clicking that notification bell, and pumping the algo, because I know this one's going to get hit hard in the algorithm and the demonetization. So I appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helps. Have a good one.